In this video, I'm going to share with you what size backpack do you need for summer backpacking? Do you need something gargantuan or something super small? In this video, I'm going to share with you, based on my experience, of what you really need and how big a backpack you really need for that summer backpacking trip. The first thing is, as you can see here, my backpack is fully loaded. This has everything I need for backpacking a weekend or even a 3-dayer in Grand Teton, Sequoia, Yosemite, Adirondacks, wherever. This pack is fully loaded with everything. I'm going to take it apart and show you all what's in there. But when you first go to the store, the question is, how big a backpack do you need? Well, do you need something like my Ultra 75-liter Mega Pack from Arc'teryx that's super expensive? Or do you need something nice and small like the Black Diamond Speed? For summer backpacking, a day or two, the Speed or my Gregory little pack, that's all you need. You do not need a 75-liter huge pack. I mean, this thing is an expedition pack, super crazy. So when you go to the store and the clerks say, oh, you need this huge thing, just love the clerks, but just be aware that you might be getting a little too much. So let me show you all of what's in my backpack here. Now, normally I do tarp camping. This is literally my entire shelter minus the ground sheet. That's all I normally use. And then in the summer, I also use a foam pad, but I'm going to show you what you most likely will need, especially in the Sierras or backpacking somewhere. So this will give you a good idea that 40 to 50 liter pack, more than adequate. 65 is really, really big. You don't really need that. So the first thing I'm going to take out of my backpack are the spare clothes. Now, I haven't loaded the backpack in the ideal fashion, but spare clothes, you're going to need something. You're going to need a jacket, maybe a raincoat, some long underwear in case it gets a little bit chilly, gloves and whatnot. So you're going to want that. And then the next thing in here, this is my rope bag. This is simulating food. That is plenty of food, right? And then, of course, you're going to need your cook kit. Whether you actually go, a lot of backpackers now, if you just do an overnight, a lot of them just ditch the cook kit completely and just go cold food. I've done it. It's not as enjoyably satisfying, but not having to carry the cook kit and mess around, there's something to be said for that. So it's something for you to consider. The next thing is the tent. So if you are a tent backpacker and you are absolutely bent on carrying your tent, that's going to increase the volume of your backpack a lot. Compare this to my tarp tent, and I've used this tarp tent in the Sierras, in the Grand Teton area, the Rockies, literally everywhere. I use this tent in Greenland, super small, but as you can see the difference here, and just plus the little plastic tarp, yeah, this is a huge difference for me. Makes all the difference in the world. But I digress. If you're a tent backpacker, you're going to need a much larger backpack because of that. Something to consider. Now, if you're going into a bare area, or actually, here, let me pull this out first. This is my air mattress, the super light guy here. Let me just pull that out real quick, just to give you an idea of what all you can pack in a backpack. This is my Thermarest, super light. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what's in here. But the thing that eats up the most space that you need to consider is the bear can. If you're in Yosemite and Grand Teton and Olympic and wherever else they require a bear can, you're going to have to consider that. Now, my Speed Pack can eat the bear can, actually quite handily. And this is a 40-liter pack. See, there's plenty of space in this pack. So if I ditch the tent and I just went with a tarp, this 40-liter pack, which is pretty darn small, as you can see there, is highly adequate for the backpacking trip. And, of course, I've got my poles for my tent if I'm going tent camping. And then way down here in the pit is my sleeping bag. This is a Western Mountaineering Mega Light bag. Used this thing for 25 plus years. Super nice. Love it. Links below to all the products I'm showing in this video, so you can check them out too. But see, all this stuff here, do you really need a super huge pack? No, you definitely don't. Between a 40 and a 60 liter pack is more than adequate. In fact, if you're going backpacking somewhere where you're not required to have a bear can and you just want to hang your food or sleep with it like some of us do, let's see if I can fit everything for a summer backpacking trip that I would take in this 40 liter pack. All right, and so I'm going to do this. This will give you an idea of what you can really pack there. Let's see, I'm going luxury and I'm eating a huge amount of food. That is a huge amount of food for 1 or 2 days. Air mattress here, tarp, all right, and let's see, we'll just put the jacket in here because it's 90 degrees right now, or we're pretending to. Okay, and what else do I want to put in here? We'll cook. I want to cook, so I'm gonna go a little bit more luxury. And let's see, gotta have my bear spray on me, so that's a holster item. But I'll put my wallet and all my other junk in the top, and of course my first aid kit, my whistle, my signal mirror, and all that in there. All right. And I'll be walking with the trekking poles. So as you can see here, this 40 liter pack is loaded with everything I would need for a summer backpacking trip of 1 to 2 nights. And this is literally it. I've actually gone with smaller backpacks than this, but as long as you don't need the bear can, you do pretty well. But even with the bear can, I could still take out my food and canisters and everything, put it in my bear can, and this 40 liter pack is more than adequate. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of what you need as far as going on backpacking. Now, consider, like in my book, Lost at Windy Corner, where I went to Denali, you have to have a huge backpack. This is just the way it is. And same thing in my book, Adventure Expedition 1. This book actually talks about huge backpacks, but also taking small backpacks so you're not miserable hoofing this massive thing up there. So yeah, definitely my conclusion is the 40 to 55 liter backpack is more than adequate for summer. Plus, if you bring a huge backpack, you're going to end up carrying more junk that you don't need, and you will make your experience less enjoyable because you are hauling more weight. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to have fun. That's why I do these videos for you, is to show you, hey, you don't have to go crazy. I show you my crazy gear, but you don't have to spend umpteen, 4.5 digits of dollars or euros, or my friends in Europe, for a good time backpacking. My name's Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and professional adventurer. Please check out my books, Antarctic Tears, Lost at Windy Corner, Adventure Expedition 1, How to Keep Your Feet Warm in the Cold, the Jackson Hole Hiking Guide, The Most Crucial Knots to Know, and my 2024 Total Eclipse Guides, as well as my shows World Beyond and Antarctic Tears. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and have a fun time backpacking.